Tara, what's wrong with you this morning? You've been fussing around here since the minute you got in.
Just occupying myself while I decide how to punish a certain someone.
Well, it certainly can't be me. My keystrokes are 100% accurate.
No, it's not you. It's someone who had the audacity to stand me up last night.
Sean! Sean stood you up.
Oh, no, I'm as shocked as you are.
So what are you going to do about it?
Insubordination in the ranks is unforgivable. Oh, don't you worry. I think I know just how I'm going to deal with it.
Oh, Sean, I think I'm going to faint.
Are you all right, love?
Yeah, of course I am. It's just the fact you've got up and sorted breakfast. You sure you're feeling okay?
I'm fine.
Oh, well, you two pack it in. You put me off my breakfast. Is it ready, Mum?
Yep, courtesy of your father.
How are your GCSEs coming on, love?
Yeah, they're coming on.
No, seriously, Ollie. Are you managing all right?
Yeah, of course I am. You can check my books if you want. I'm getting B's and C's. You're just worried I'll throw it away like the idiot Mark.
Well, why don't you go and do something useful? Get the car ready. Manage that, can't you?
And a good morning to you and all. Miserable moaning.
Relieved to see we had no unwanted guests this morning.
Turn the record off, Zoe. You're getting stuck. Any guest I have here is my business.
Anyone except Charity Dingle.
And what's your problem? I had dinner with you and pudding with Charity, so everyone's happy.
You don't think you're spending your birthday with her, are you?
I'll do what I want with who I want.
Why don't we do something together, just you and me and Joseph?
Well, why don't you think of something then?
Car's ready to go when you are.
Good, because I can't wait to get out of here.
Trish, can I have a word? Now, borrow the van so that I can get Joe's stuff moved into Paddy's.
Ah, lovely. Moving in together at last.
No? Well, yeah, it is. But we need some of your belongings as well, so that it looks like you two live together.
Oh, I get ya.
So can you get some of your stuff together then and bring it over?
Of course I will. I'll throw some knickknacks into a suitcase and I'll meet you over at Paddy's, shall I? See you then.
Good morning. So, what time would you like the pleasure of my company?
Sorry.
Your invitation. To dinner?
Oh, yes, of course.
Well, if you have to cancel, I understand. We can always do it another time.
No. Do forgive me, Eric. It's a bit early. My blood sugar's a bit low. I'm all over tizzy. No, tonight's still on.
So, what time?
After work, about 6-ish.
Right. I look forward to it.
What's in this, eh? Ah, now, lad, that's most important of all. Bait's in there.
Aye, and the sandwiches. Lisa's done your boiled ham. Some good stuff off the bone.
You're not putting sardies in with maggots, are you? We're going fly fishing. Hey, there's a lot of work gone into this.
With fish to catch, Seth.
Hey, can I come, Uncle Zach?
You what? After the last time me and Seth took you on the porch, all you did was prance around like Rambo with a shotgun. You're joking, aren't you?
But I could help you catch more trout, though. Then you can sell it on to our Marlon for his restaurant.
He's thinking on his feet, Zach.
That's because his brains are in his boots. Here. Well, that's one of mine. You break that and I'll break you.
And then...
Calm down, Gloria. It's only a vase.
I know that, Paddy, but what if he notices there's only one? I can't hide it and he's bound to ask. I won't be able to hold my head up.
Well, cancel then.
I can't do that now. I've missed my opportunity. No, I'll have to book a table somewhere.
It's my Batley.
Yes, that's right, Mrs. Birch. That's Batley. That's your elbow.
Oh, less of your cheek and more of your vetting. I can't get his worming tablets down him. I've tried them in his food. I've tried putting butter on them. I've even put one in his favourite doggy treats.
Do you want to come through, Mrs. Birch? Could you just hold him still, Mrs. Birch, please?
It's you. You're doing it wrong. Stop it. Oh. Go on. Go on.
Chez Marlon, I'd like to book a table for tonight, please. For two.
Yes, Inspector, I know I should make an appointment to see the crime prevention officer. Surely you're aware how vulnerable we homeowners are in the countryside. I'd be much more comfortable discussing safety precautions with Sergeant Reynolds. Oh, and she's an old friend of the family, you see. And, of course, she's a woman. I feel so comfortable talking to her. You will? Oh, thank you so much. Today would be wonderful if she can fit it into her schedule. Oh, thank you so very much. Oh, it's heartwarming to know the boys and girls in blue are there when you really need them. Thanks, Inspector. Bye.
You sure you couldn't manage a few more boxes then, Joe?
Here, can I borrow some of these?
Hey, of course you can. There's at least 10 more out in the van.
Is there?
Hey, Paddy, you want to rifle through?
Right, thanks.
Oh, Paddy, grab hold of this for us, will you?
This for Trish, we've got plenty.
Well, it's my favourite lava lamp. I don't go anywhere without my favourite lava lamp.
Yeah, but you're not really moving in, though.
I know, but if I was, I'd bring my favourite lava lamp. Hold that for me, please.
Yeah, I grabbed hold of Flipper. I just found the other shirts and was going to try them on.
I need to sort out this mess, Terry, you know what I mean. Have you got Charity's number?
I think you'd be better asking Chris for that, really. Oh, this is the one he's after.
Terry, I need that number from you.
Look, I'm sorry, Zoe, but I'm not getting involved in this one.
Why not? You're employed to look after my brother's security, and I have concerns about his welfare. If he's involved with a dingle, that's bound to threaten his safety, don't you think?
Yes, well, if Chris gets wind that I've given you Charity's phone number, well, it's going to threaten my future employment, isn't it? Look, I'm sorry, Zoe, no can do. I need a job, not a mouthful and a P45 from Chris.
Terry, please.
Zoe, if I could.
It's all right, I understand. You get back to the office. Don't want Chris any angrier than he already is. Hello, Charity. It's Zoe Tate. Yes, Zoe Tate. Do you think we could meet? Oh, just a little chat. Yes, I know where that is. Yes, that's fine by me. Great. There's just one or two things I want to sort out with you.
Well, you're secure upstairs. No one's going to get in or out.
Oh, goody. And I was thinking down there I could have lasers, you know, the ones that people can't see, but then when they walk through them, a big alarm goes off like in the movies.
You know, you could have called the crime prevention officer. They would have given you information on security.
Oh, I know, but I wanted a mate. We've got much more in common than you think.
I don't think so.
Think of me rattling around in this old house all on my own.
I wouldn't complain.
Well, perhaps you wouldn't, but then you've got that gorgeous husband of yours to protect you, haven't you?
Sean gorgeous. He'll laugh his head off when he hears that one.
Why should he? You're very lucky, Sergeant Reynolds, living with a man who'd do absolutely anything for you.
We're not living together. We're married. Happily.
Yes, that was obvious last night at the meal. The perfect couple.
Yeah, well, I think we've talked enough about your security and my husband. I better be going. I've got more important things to do with my time.
Right then, what's so important that we have to meet out here like a couple of secret agents?
Oh, I think you know, don't you?
Oh, come on, Zoe, say what you got to say. I'm a busy woman. Time's money for me.
How much do you get for Chris's time?
That's between me and the client. I could negotiate a deal with you, though, if that's what you're after. That's why I'm usually stuck out here on country lanes.
No, thank you. I wouldn't lower myself.
Oh, but you would come out here and interfere in your brother's private business. Tell you what, why don't we get right down to it and discuss why you're really here?
Don't you understand? You're a dingle. When your family finds out, all hell will break loose.
Oh, and how's that going to happen? You're going to grass, are you?
How do I know this isn't some kind of sick plan of yours to get back at us for Butch's death?
Oh, now you are going right over the top, aren't you? Listen, lady, you've dragged me out here because you're fed up another woman's taking up your brother's valuable time. What knacks you most is not that it's me, but that it's not you.
You haven't listened to a word that I've said, have you?
I have, it's just they haven't made sense to me, love. And say hello to Chris for me when you see him. Tell him I'll be around here, because guess what? I'm going nowhere.
And we'll put this picture here. Got a lovely smile on that one.
You made a beautiful bride, Tricia.
Mm.
When the newlyweds have quite finished, I think that's the last of the boxes.
Oh, not another box. That's going to have to go in the kitchen. I think we're running out of space.
What?
I haven't even put my smalls away yet.
You mean you brought your underwear as well?
Of course I have. Just a small amount from my personal selection. What if someone looks in the drawers and finds there's nothing there? It's a telltale sign. Once you put your underwear away, means you're living together.
Wait on. I can move my stuff into Joel's wardrobe. I mean, we're pretty much the same size, so it won't look out of place.
But I've got more gear than you, so I'll have to put some stuff in the other wardrobe.
Well, if you do that, then I want the small cupboard as well, because it's not fair.
Hang on. Whoa. Can we just get this sorted out? I've got Zoe doing admin. I've got Adam out doing the jobs. I'm supposed to be in there working, and I've got a client in 10 minutes.
Don't worry, Paddy. There's plenty of time.
Chris was in a right moody. I was glad to get out of it today.
Same here. I've been traipsing after somebody else you know today.
Oh, yeah? Who's that now?
Lady Tara of the Manor. She got my inspector to send me up there.
You joking? What did she want?
Well, I wasted half the morning listening to her drone on about security. It's like Fort Knox up there. And then she went on about living there alone and not having a strong man around the house. She's such a sarky cow, I don't know how you put up with her. And then she went on about us being the perfect couple. But hey, she did say how lucky I was to have such a gorgeous husband who'll do anything for me.
Well, you are.
Oh no.
I reckon Kane should have a share at Porch. What do you think, Zach? For working so hard.
Ah.
Right, lad. Put them in freezer out back before they come back to life. And make sure you gut them first, or they'll go off.
Cheers, Seth. Right, enjoyed it today. Hadn't done out like that before. I suppose it were worth standing out in freezing cold in the end. See, nearest we got to a river round down where we're chucking each other in canal.
Ah, well, we don't look stupid like that round here. Opera sense in danger. We work with nature and live alongside it. Get best we can from it without spoiling it. You'll remember that, lad.
Yeah, all right. Go overboard with your ways of the country speech now.
Yeah, put them in oven in some foil with a bit of butter. They'll melt in your mouth.
You got on well with him today.
Aye, not a bad lad deep down. It sounds as if you hadn't had enough time spent on him when he were a kid, that's all. There's too many like that these days.
Aye. Yeah, it puts me in mind of a mate of mine who had a nephew just like our Kane, you know, a bit rough round the edges. Then this mate finds out that the lad is his son.
And what did your mate do?
He didn't do anything at all.
So what point to that tale, then?
There's no point, sir. All right, Chad, there's no point to it at all.
Simmer down. What's got your goat? You've been in a funny mood all the time we were out fishing.
It's him, isn't it?
Kane? What's he done, lad? Ain't been a bit of bother all day.
Ah, what day's not over yet?
I think you've had too much fresh air. You're not making any sense, Zach.
He's my son, Seth. Kane is my son. All right.
Flaming Nora. When did all that come out, it Wesh?
I knew nought about it till his mother turned up a few weeks ago out of blue. Landed me with it.
Hey, now you mention it, he's your double. You're just like a pair of bookends, you are.
You think so?
I know so. So what are you going to do about this palaver then? Are you going to tell him? It's a big thing for anybody to have to deal with, you know.
I haven't got a clue. It could be a case of let sleeping dogs lie, could this one?
But you know what they say about sleeping dogs?
What's that then?
You step on them and they've a tendency to jump up and bite you.
Sean, you forgot your car keys.
Oh, thanks, love. Look, I'm sorry about this. I just can't remember if I put the alarm on in the haulage office.
You and Tara are both the same.
You what?
Obsessed with security. Go on, you better get going. But hurry back. I fancy an early night.
Would you like to take your seat? Our waitress will be over directly to take your order. Can I get you any drinks while you peruse our menu?
Just some water for me, please. I'm detoxifying.
And I'll have a scotch water, please, Louise.
So that's the chicken with white wine cream and mushroom sauce for you then, Paddy.
Yeah, I think that'll be enough for us, Betty. Are you all right with your order?
Fine and dandy.
And alpha lager for me and...
Vodka on the rocks, thanks.
And I'll tell Marlon to give you extra large portions, seeing as it's you. All right, sweetheart.
Cheers, Betty.
She seems to have a soft spot for you.
Oh, she's lovely, Betty, that's all.
What's with the half of lager? Last time we had a drink together, you told me you were teetotal.
Ah, yes, I did, didn't I? I think I should explain. It's to do with Mandy, my wife.
Would you recommend the steak tartare?
Are you sure you want that in your system, Eric? Think of all the fatty globules in that steak.
Right. Well, I'll have the chicken instead.
In the cream sauce. What about the saturated fats clogging up your arteries? I think I'll just have the salade niçoise. I'm watching my waistline.
Well, in that case, I'll settle for the French onion soup and the olive bread.
Right, I'll warn Marlon. We'll have to call a security van to get the take-ins to the bank tonight with an order like that.
That woman needs a course in customer relations.
Well, it was a small order, but I'm just watching my cholesterol levels and my weight, that's all.
You have nothing to worry about. Your waistline looks more than fine to me. Cheers.
And then I found out that my wife wasn't really my wife, if you know what I mean. Not the one I'd married anyway, because I found out she'd been having, well, more than a friendship with her dad's care worker. And so when I told you I'd stopped drinking, it's because I had, because I'd been on a bit of a binge, you see, because, well, I was heartbroken, really, Beth, and I felt empty. And the only way to get rid of that feeling was to numb myself with the booze.
It's all right, Paddy. You don't have to explain everything.
No, I don't mind. Feels all right talking to you about it.
I'm flattered that you feel you can tell me something so personal. I'm sorry that it ended up like that for you, Paddy.
It's all right. How about you?
Shall I spill my guts and tell you what happened to me, then?
Spill 'em, Bev.
Well, there's loads to choose from, but the best one was Matt. As soon as I met him on a works do, I thought, this is the man for me. He was single, attractive, funny and eligible. You know the type. If you had a form for Mr. Perfect, you'd have ticked every box. Anyway, we'd been going out 6 months when I thought, I might just break my rule here.
What rules are that?
My I'm never going to get married and be a man's chattel and assets rule.
So you don't feel that strongly about marriage, then?
No. But I did where he was concerned. But only until his wife turned up on my doorstep one day with his 2 children, neither of them out of nappies.
You joke?
I wish I was. So I had his wife screaming at me, 2 little kids crying their eyes out. Took me ages to convince her I didn't know he had a ready-made family.
And what happened then?
Well, funnily enough, we got on really well, especially when she told me she'd cut up all his best clothes, poured paint on his car and changed the locks to the house.
Tara, where the hell are you?
In here, Sean. Did you get your days mixed up? You were supposed to be here last night, remember?
The only thing mixed up is me and you. I wasn't here last night for a reason, and you know it.
Well, seeing as you finally turned up, why didn't you blow these dry for me?
Why are you playing games with my wife?
I just wanted a little professional advice from my local constabulary, that's all.
I don't think so. You just dragged her up here and talked about me half the time.
Oh, don't be so full of yourself, Sean, as if I'd want to spend my day whittering on about you. But I noticed you soon rushed round here to give me a dressing down, didn't you? Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to bed.
I don't want you anywhere near my wife.
And I won't have you stand me up.
Where do you think you're going?